Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage will begin shortly. Your live Weather Authority coverage starts right now.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are all
morning.
having, a great first Monday of March. Can you believe that we're already in March?
I know, it happened so fast.
My favorite month because we're out of the winter months now.
I know.
It's starting to get a little bit warmer. Obviously not today because you can see, it's going to be a big wind chill factor. So we're going to go through the forecast for this week. Hannah's going to talk a little bit about our last total lunar eclipse until 2028. So that's really exciting too.
Mhm.
And it's going to be here before you know it, less than 24 hours away.
Yeah.
So, of course, temperatures today running into the teens and the 20s. Feel like temperatures into the teens and the upper teens towards this afternoon. And Hannah, you've been outside this morning. How cold is it out there?
It was cold. It was like a shock to the system, honestly. I went outside and I was like, yep, winter is back.
Only for one
today.
day. Only for
Just
one
today.
day, of course. So yesterday, I believe we were in the mid-30s. I had a sweatshirt on, and the sun felt really nice, too, which was great.
I went for a walk yesterday after the snow. It was nice.
The snow was, and it melted immediately. I don't think we saw much accumulation at all. Maybe a trace in some spots.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk quickly about today, tomorrow, because we have another chance for snow on the way. We're sitting in the teens this morning at 10:38. Very quiet day in general. We'll stay quiet overnight. Lows tonight falling down to the teens and the single digits. Back in the 20s by 8:30-ish tomorrow morning. Then we'll see more clouds thickening up throughout the day. And it's going to be our next chance for some wet weather. So snow showers moving in by around 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow, becoming a little bit heavy at some times, potentially, probably around the 9 o'clock hour Tuesday night, so the back end of that evening commute. This will continue overnight, maybe some mixing in down towards southern Maine. Should be exiting by daybreak on Wednesday morning. Wednesday, all the snow that probably would fall overnight is actually going to be more so melting because Wednesday will be sitting in the mid to upper 40s. So expecting 2 to 4 inches of snow. You see that black dash line at the bottom of your screen, some mixing possible just south of that line. That'll be down toward York County and over into southern New Hampshire. So that will be the snow. And then we have some other fun things coming up.
Yes, we do. So our full moon is tomorrow, March 3rd. It is our worm moon, and each moon has a different name. This one symbolizes earthworms thought to appear during this time of year, which isn't so totally true for Mainers, but it will happen eventually. So that's our full moon for March. And this one's particularly special because the sun, earth, and moon are going to align, and that leaves us usually with a total lunar eclipse or a blood moon. So this full moon has like 3 different names: total eclipse, lunar eclipse, blood moon, and a worm moon. So we will start to see the moon, not the sun, the moon start to turn red around 6 in the morning. You want to get out. If you want to see this event, you have to get out a little bit before 6 so you can start to see the moon turn red. And then by 6:33, there is a catch, but by 6:33, there will be a maximum eclipse. So that's when the moon will appear most red. But the catch being that the moon is going to set at 6:15 in the morning. So there's a very short window of time where you can see a sort of burnt orangey color of the moon. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see the full total red moon, but we will see that hue of red and orange. And that's going to happen before 6:15. Then it's going to, unfortunately, the moon will set, but our next eclipse won't happen until New Year's Eve of 2028. And I almost keep saying 2008, but that's not true. 2028. So 2 years from now will be our next eclipse. And our last one was this time last year.
Yes, you're right. I keep on wanting to say total solar eclipse.
I know.
So I'm right there with you.
I know, same. I accidentally said that on air earlier, so that was fun. But let's move on to our next weather maker after Tuesday night. So Thursday's not looking too bad. It's actually looking relatively mild and sunny. But then we've got another weather maker moving in for Friday. That's going to bring us a chance for some snow across the interior and also a chance for some mixed precipitation south and maybe even some plain rain, especially for southern New England. So we're tracking that for Friday, especially in the morning time through maybe the afternoon. It could leave some travel slick at times, but we can break this down as of now, hour for hour. A lot of the models are a little bit in disagreement for now, but as when we get closer to the event, we'll have some more numbers on this and exact timing. But this is 7 a.m. on Storm Tracker. Clouds have filled in the area. You can start to see some snow filling in as well. And the pink areas on your screen are some mixed precipitation. That's going to be the case for southern New Hampshire, and that could seep into York County as well later in the day. But overall, it does look like right now to be a southern Maine event, maybe central Maine as well, but it's not going to get too far north. And you can see 4 p.m. there's some plain rain down in southern York County, some mixing going on. So this one's going to be another wet snow.
Exactly, yes. And it almost could be a situation too, where this is potentially continue Friday night into Saturday.
Yeah.
Maybe a situation where we start off as rain, kind of transition to, or start off as snow, transition the rain and all that snow that fell would be gone because believe it or not, Friday we're into the low 30s as we check out our weekend forecast. Saturday we're going to be in the low 40s, starting to warm up, and then mid to upper 40s near 50 degrees on Sunday. So a lot of that snow, should be gone, especially as we approach the weekend. I don't know if you've been following, southern New England. They had a snow depth pack of 37 inches last Tuesday. Yesterday, they had a snow depth pack of 17 inches. So they lost 20 inches of snow within 5 days or so, just because, the sun angle, we're at that time of the year.
Yep.
Temperatures in general, they're a lot warmer down in southern New England, especially this time of year. So
I'm
already starting to see some grass in my front yard. So that's definitely fun. A lot of people have been on line for the car wash. Something else.
I had to get one because my car, oh my gosh.
I tried to go yesterday, but the line was just too long. So
everyone's getting them.
I have to go this week.
Yeah.
Something else that's going to happen this weekend. I know a lot of people in the newsroom are excited about this. We are going to spring ahead an hour. That's the start of daylight saving time. So the clocks will turn ahead 1 hour. We'll have a new sunrise of 7:05 a.m., a new sunset of 6:38.
I'm excited for that.
It is very exciting. And thankfully, the best day of the weekend will be on the day that we're going to have a later sunset.
Yeah, that's true.
I bet you a lot of people will be out and about. Speaking of sunsets, over the next, 2 to 3 weeks, we should see a closer and closer sunset to that 7 o'clock hour. Actually, our first 7 p.m. sunset is coming up March 26th.
That's crazy. We were just tracking the first 5 p.m. sunset not too long ago.
And I want to say, if you want to start talking about the 7 day, I'm going to look up when the first 8 o'clock sunset is, because I'm about 92% sure that it is in April.
Oh, sounds good. While you do that, I'll mention the 7-day forecast briefly. But again, today's sunny and cold with our temperatures in the low 20s, but our wind chill values will make it feel like the teens throughout the day. So it's our second winter. We're going to get into maybe a false spring here in a minute, but we do have an event of some evening and overnight snow showers moving through the area for Tuesday. It's going to be a wet snow. 2 to 4 will do it for a lot of us, maybe 1 to 3 if you look north. Wednesday looks sunny, and then our next chance for rain and snow, possibly Friday into Saturday, but otherwise temperatures don't look too bad. They're pretty seasonable as we head through early March, which is actually 42 degrees, our average for beginning March. And it's an active pattern. We're going to continue to see the active pattern into maybe even next week as well. So that's what we're tracking.
And it looks like our above normal temperature trend may continue too. I also just looked it up, May 16th. That was a month early. Okay. May 16th is our first 8 o'clock sunset. That makes sense. The kids are graduating.
Yeah.
God's from college, from high school, 8th grade, whatever. Looks like our above normal temperature trend is actually going to probably continue for the first 2 weeks of March. I was looking at some temperatures, some early models for next week. It looks exciting. We'll see though.
Yes.
Unfortunately though, it is turning a little bit wet. So very interesting look, because I remember when we were talking about kind of the March outlook, it didn't look as wet.
Yeah.
But the first half of March definitely is turning a little bit more on the wet side. So we'll have to see how the back end of March trends. I would think probably normal or below, especially if we're turning over. So
I would think so too. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I'm curious heading into springtime too, what this will mean for river flooding, and if we get some big rainstorms that could impact some river flooding.
That's never fun. And while we're on the topic, we'll end out on this graphic here. March, we're now in it. By the end of the month, we'll be tracking, above normal or temperatures near that 47-degree mark. We also averaged 13.6 inches of snow, so we're not done yet.
Right.
Usually people in March, especially myself, I get a little excited for spring.
I know.
Just because, Maine's so beautiful. And there's so many more things you can do outside, too. You're not as stuck inside.
Right.
We still get snow we still average snow in April. We start getting out of that
Yep.
in May, but we also gained 90 minutes of daylight this month, which is
I know.
exciting.
So much daylight, and just look at that average high from the 1st to the 31st. Those are, I mean, that's beautiful. 47 at the end of the month.
Mhm.
That's something like hopeful for me. I'm happy for like the warmer temperatures.
I know. And you know what? You moved to Maine too in December. So
Yeah.
everyone at home, Hannah hasn't even experienced the Maine spring or summer or
Not
fall. So she's still got a lot more.
That's all I've been thinking about.
Unfortunately, winter is the longest month, I feel like,
It really is.
in Maine. So,
Yeah.
all right, we're going to check out some of your comments. Travis says, Happy Monday.
Happy
Hope
Monday.
you're staying warm. Good morning, Adam. So Hannah will be here at noon.
Yep.
You can see her then. Charlie will be here tonight. It's live at 5. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. If you have any questions, you can email us at weather@wgme.com if I can find it. There we go. Email us there if you have any questions about, the next coming weeks, because we're trending a little bit warm. So
Yep.
that's exciting. All right. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. And we hope you have a fabulous rest of your first week of March.
This has been live interactive Weather Authority coverage from CBS 13 and Fox 23. Make sure to stay connected with CBS 13 and Fox 23 on air, online, and through these social channels.